Hey guys, so we're going to be changing our winter tires, which are over here, to your summer tires, which are over here. Yeah, they got to be cleaned, I know. You're going to need earplugs or ear muffs. I recommend safety glasses and of course your automotive gloves. Make sure to chock your tires before you lift it up. Use an axle stand once it's lifted, and you'll be lifting it with either your jack. You can use a bottle jack, or you can use the actual vehicle's manual car jack. Next, we get set up knowing which studs we're going to be using, which lug nuts we're going to be using. And I already have it set up for grabbing the socket over there. And then I have it set up for the specialized, aftermarket lugs with the aftermarket rims, which these have 3/4 or a 9/16. Doesn't really matter which socket. So let's go to town.
Whoops.
In the driver's side, and just put the chalk on the passenger side. The other thing you should do, glad that door's open, is pull any e-brakes and make sure the truck stays more secure. Now we'll get started. Time to inspect your brakes. Make sure you got enough meat on your pads. And so far, that looks pretty good. Remember to put anti-seize on your lug nuts and your studs. Neighbors are working outside. Also looking, I can see some rubbing there. So not sure what that's from. But inspect your suspension components. Check everything out. Make sure everything's in its appropriate location. And that could be anything. So it doesn't look like it's bad at all. Yeah, just rust everywhere, but this is Canada. And the vehicle's from 2007, so hey. Alrighty, anti-seize, and away we go. Once again, we're going to inspect the rotors, we're going to inspect the pads, and any components surrounding the area, looking for anything that's wrong, broken, whatever. Then we're going to lubricate the studs, lubricate the hub, and then put it all back together. Now if you're wondering why I don't just take them all off at once and I take them off a little bit at a time, it's because sometimes the lug nut will be seized to the stud, and I'd rather just have them all in place while I try to get that off by getting a torque bar or breaker bar or whatever. Never had that problem with this drill or a driver, in fact, but I have had that problem in the past. So just makes things easier. Anyways, we're gonna lubricate this up and throw the summer rims on. One of the things I do want to go over is what the tire numbers mean. So 215 is your tread. The 70R is the sidewall thickness, and R means radial, and then the 16 means the size of the rim, and then the MS means mud and snow. So the driver's side is done. Next thing we're going to do is remove everything, move to the other side, and get it all done at once. And then I'll be changing Mom's winter tires over to the summer tires. Video complete. So that's it. All the tires are done and inspected as we go across. Air pressure's in. And speaking of air pressure, let's say it's 40 pounds, which these are. I usually keep it around 35 PSI because, as you know, when you drive, the air expands and you don't want to overpressurize your tires. You want even wearing. So far I've done pretty good. I don't feel anything bad about it. Like if it's over in pressure, you'd have wear right here. If it's under pressure, because the tire will then become concave instead of be convex, and it'll be on these sidewalls. And if there's any suspension components, like say lower tie rod goes, you'll have a problem on the inside wearing first. And then if it's an outer tie rod, or sorry, if it's an upper ball joint, it'll be on the outside. If it's a lower ball joint, it'll be on the inside, like here. And if it's a tie rod, the steering will be off, and a few other things. You can tell a lot from your tires. And going around, I did notice here is grooved quite a bit. So in the future, I'll probably have to replace these. And you can tell that this is a two-stage kind of style of a brake pad. So the brake pads show right here where it's just starting to touch the metal. Tell me that it's just at the point where it's becoming, where the full part of the pad is starting to touch the rotor. And that is kind of an indication of these being worn out, that kind of stuff. Anyways, that all being said, I hope you found this video informative. And I know it's kind of late, so I'm just going to address that. It's late in the season. I should have had this done a while ago. But just means my summer tires last that much longer. Anyways, so before you do anything else, after you clean up all the tools, well, put them to the side so they don't run them over, which is very important. You want to release the e-brake, put it on drive, and test out your work. So hopefully this will be the end of the video and I won't have to make anything more. Oh yeah, you want to retorque your lug nuts after about 100 kilometers. So after a day of driving, braking and stopping and all that. And then whatever the torque specs are in the wheels. I think these ones are 80 PSI, but I'm gonna check that out. Obviously use a torque wrench, and again, listen for any odd noises. Your tires will tell you and show you everything. So the driving test is over, no vibrations, and then the last part of this is to put your tires away. So I took these off and put them in a certain order, and that way I'll be able to label them, which is what we're about to do. So for the driver's side front, I'm just going to put it's D, that's a P. P for front, passenger side front, so P, and then F, and then P for passenger side rear, and then D for driver's side rear. That's it. Put your tires away and you're done. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.